Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Pretty Pink Soul Movement, and I'm Michelle Cool, and I'll be doing your new moon in Sagittarius reading. So for those of you that are new and just joining me, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you enjoy, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and check out all my other links below. So I pulled some cards already for the overall energy for this new moon in Sagittarius. Now, as you already know, usually new moons are like about, because new moon is you can't see the moon in the sky. And they're about like accessing the darkness within. But I feel like we've been doing that all through like Scorpio season, which for most of us was totally, totally crazy. And if you want to know what's going on, don't forget to read my blog and some of my posts during that time. Um, but I feel like we've done such hard work, and I know that a lot of us felt like we were never going to get there. Some of us may be still experiencing chaos. However, this Sagittarian energy is bringing in like freedom, is bringing in more connection to our passions, is it's basically soul expansion. Our soul was like, whew, I cleared out all that crap during Scorpio season. And if you're not feeling this way, you will soon once the new moon hits. Did I say the 26th of November? And obviously building up to the new moon and then after as well, like that energy still carries over. Um, we've cleared so much debris, crap. Literally, it's from past lifetimes. Obviously, we've all been scarred enough this lifetime, but so you've had a lot to churn through. And I know we've been doing it since most of the people have been awakening since December 22nd, 2012. So a very long time ago. So this is the end of this cycle that we're getting to in December. But however, it's like, I don't know, it's like a the spirit's giving me sport references. I hate sport references. And it's like a winning pre-game. Oh, don't make me say that. I kind of know what that means. I kind of don't know what it means. I don't want to know what it means. Anyway, it's like, yeah, you're winning before the race. Oh, anyway, I have to get over that. Yeah, so it's like the energy, it's almost like a karmic reward. It's bringing the energy forward for you because of all the hard work and because of a lot of us basically have been at our wits end during the Scorpio season, all that cleansing, purifying, clearing, going in deep, crying, losing your shit, being angry, da 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 da. But that stuff has to come out. Like you had to feel it again because it had been repressed for so long, and that's the only way you can release it. Even though when you're in it, and if you're still experiencing this now, you're like, oh, it's never going to end. Why are these feelings always here? Oh, this comes up every couple of months. That's not going to be the case. It's getting really battling now. It's like someone just sitting there poking a fresh wound. That's what it feels like now because it wants it to heal, because it wants to be released. That's why it's like poke, poke, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out, so it can come out, which is pretty freaking fantastic. So what you're being asked to do to raise your vibration some more after this cleansing, I know I harp on about it, but please go spend time in nature, spend time by yourself, relax, have baths, take it where you can, chuck the kids off at babysitter, whatever you can do. Like you need to really ground this new energy in, and your poor body's been through a lot. You know, your emotional state, you just really need lots of nurturing time. I did channel something before about there's a few people, might not everyone, in denial about either something in a relationship or something towards your health. Make changes to your diet. If you feel like you need second opinions with doctors and things like that, please do that. I think most of you are doing that anyway, but that's come up. That's come up for me as well. Just as I was preparing for this reading, I just kept hearing denial, denial, denial. So, okay, what's that about? Health. Okay. Even if it's nothing, just it's the peace of mind, because if do you know what I mean, like it's just like if you want to go to the gym and you're like, I'll go to the gym today, I'll go to the gym, I'll go half an hour, I'll go an hour, before you know it, it's the end of the day and you've wasted all that energy in your head, you've exhausted yourself, you're like, oh, I don't feel like going now, I'm so tired. Yeah, because instead of just going, all right, I'm going to go to the gym at 10 and just going and getting it over and done with, like we kind of choose to churn that energy and burn it in our heads and in our minds over and over again. We don't do anything. So this is kind of what it is. If there's something that's weighing on your mind, even if it's like to go see a counselor or whatever, like to talk to someone about something, do you know what I mean? Whatever's weighing on your mind, mental health, go and see someone about it. And if you don't like that, so go see someone else. That's all the message. Nothing to be scared of. Just it's more wasting that mental energy not going, if that makes sense. Driving came up as well, because it's the silly season. Well, people are starting to get extra silly. People are very absent-minded. So Spirit wants for you to pay more attention. This might be a concept you're not used to, but because most of the people watching this are intuitive, I'm sure you are, you can read the body language of cars in front of you or around you. So really take, and again, don't be scared, but it's just that time of year where people just like, I don't know, I feel like people just drive crazy anyway, but you know what I mean? Be more aware. You can see if someone ahead of you, they're like slowing down, they're speeding up, they're slowing down, like back off, just back off. Swerving all over the place, they're probably on their phone. You can see the body language of the car. They're indicating now they're not, they don't know where they're going, they don't know what they're doing. Keep a wide berth. Just pay more attention to your surroundings and how people are driving around you. Obviously, not taking the focus off where you're going, but just spend time practicing that. And it's kind of fun too to work on your intuition, because that's a perfect place to do it. Rather than being around people, it's like, you've got the energy of the car ahead of you and the person in the car. You can kind of, it's a fun game. I think it's fun. You can kind of gauge what they're going to do next, or you think, oh, I bet they're going to turn up here. Like, play with your intuition. It's a good game, and it helps strengthen it by practicing it, because that's the only way most of us, 95% of us, can strengthen our intuition is through practice. So some people, yep, they've got that clear channel. That's great. Lucky for them. They've been, doing it for God knows how many lifetimes, but some of us have to work for it, so that's another message that's come through. So yeah, I wrote some things down here. Soul expansion. Your soul's calling for freedom. So Sagittarius energy is about, it's just about let me be free. Okay, some past life issues might be coming up for some of you, so just take note of where you feel restricted. Write that down. Also, another thing while this is coming up, journaling. I'm going to be having a journaling group. I'm starting to slowly reach out to my soul fam on my Facebook page. If you want to take part of that, go to Pretty Pink Soul Movement on Facebook, like it, and you'll see the notifications come up. It's going to be, I'm not sure if it's going to be closed or private group yet. Haven't decided. Still in the works, but I'm getting there. It's coming. So yeah, love to hear from you about where you want to grow, where you want to heal, where you want to achieve your life purpose, that kind of thing. I'm basing the group around my soul group's needs, because obviously that's what you're going to be there for. So I love to support you through that journey. It'll be fantastic. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a little bit of course, it's going to be about personal development and growth, but also I'll make it fun, because what's the point? What's the point of just working all the time, right? So yeah, there's that. Yeah, so your soul's calling for freedom that only you can initiate, and that goes around making different choices for you, because that's what's changing now. It's like that Sagittarian freedom, and I want to travel, but your soul also wants to travel. It's not just, I'm going to go travel to the other side of Australia. It's, I'm going to go travel up the hill, even though I'd rather just stay home and just be in my own energy. Like your guides you'll feel like your soul's pushing you, your guides are pushing you, your higher self's pushing you. I've been taking myself out on dates this weekend, because normally either I work at my day job, or I work on my business, or I'm recording, or I'm writing, or whatever it is. And I love that. It lights me up. However, Spirit's like, you need balance, Michelle. So yesterday I took myself out to an area where I used to live, and had my favorite Chinese food, and went to my favorite coffee shop, and went to this cute little boutique just to have a look, and got some Christmas presents. And then it's like, okay, I knew when I was done, empath wise, absorbing energy, I go home. But it was so nice. And then today I went to skin cancer check clinic. Everything's fine. Turns out it's just a mole like me. But my guides are like, hey, well, since you're out in this area, go up the hill, and remember there's a cute little French patisserie there, and there's a cute little cafe, and you can go down the zigzag. It's like up on a hill, and it's like a view of Perth, and it's like, I'm like, oh yeah, but. So your guides want you, when you get those little prompts to do things like that, listen to that. Don't overthink it. Don't let your ego go, yeah, but I'm tired, and oh, it's going to waste time, and oh, I don't have enough petrol, and just go put $5 in the car and go. Listen to those initial prompts. And yeah, the whole, so it's travel within the area, um, travel within the soul and doing different things. Also, like I was telling my coach as well that about taking myself out on dates, and she's like, I love that. And then I was chatting to a couple of people on my page, and they're like, I love that. Where did you go? What did you do? So I feel like that's a really good point to point out to you that there shouldn't be stigma around if a lot of us, because we're on the soul journey where a lot of us don't have a lot of people to connect with, it's okay. Who cares? Like if you're sitting there by yourself, other than I had a couple of pervy old men looking at me, I had the place to myself. I got to eat whatever I wanted. Amazing. It's like, it's just breezy, easy. Like get out there. Who cares who's watching you? Go to that dance class, go to those places, go to the beach by yourself that, it can be free. Go get a coffee by yourself, but just try to push yourself and your soul will lead you through that. So just try to pay attention to that and listen. Yes, that was it. Okay, so now get into the cards. Move your journal out of the way. So the overall energy, I'm like 10 minutes in and I'm only just starting. Capricorn, I use. So what I'm getting from this is that there's a lot of, I think I mentioned it before, grounded energy coming through. I think I actually made some more notes and I took it away. Drive and ambition. So it's like towards you, like a lot of you are really thinking about your life purpose. You're like, I really want to get in tune with it. I really want to know what to do. I really want to know what to do next. So the energy from the Sagittarius energy, even though this says Capricorn, this is going to give you the power to actually achieve that, to do that, to take those steps. Like it's going to give you the energy of action and stuff like that. And you're going to meet the right people to support you. They're going to help ground you. So Spirit wants you to like, don't look back and don't connect with that old energy of like, don't even go there. Like, I don't even want to mention it. Leave it in the past. Don't ever go, oh, but it was like this, but like, nah. Spirit just wants you to delete, control, alt, delete. No. Like use this energy that's coming in for you now, and you will be feeling it. If you're not, you feel it now, right now. Are you feeling it now? You'll be feeling it now. Use that energy to action those thoughts that you're having, to make those changes that you need to change. It doesn't have to be big, like little changes are what we need. Sometimes, yeah, we just get booted out of a certain situation and we're like, oh, what happened? Because we needed to go. But Spirit's saying make little changes, just tiny changes. I can't remember if I mentioned in one of my last videos, but I just decided to replace a meal a day with like a shake. And instead of protein powder, I just put eggs in it. I know it sounds gross, but at the end of the day, if you chuck banana and some blueberries in it, you're not going to taste it with some, Greek yogurt and some milk. You don't taste it. It's all blended in there. So like, it's trying to ask you to do those things that are better for you. That's just a little change that I can make. And you know what happened? Because I was always like, by the time I drive to work, catch train, work, get home, like, and then having to think about, oh, what am I going to make? It's actually so much easier, so much quicker. And then I don't eat crap when I get home because I'm having that because it takes 5 seconds to make rather than I'll just have some nuts and cheese and this and that. And, next minute, like you've had a full snacky meal before dinner, and then you eat dinner as well. So it's like, it surprisingly saved me time and I'm not as hungry. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Anyway, that's just an example that you might want to use. So yeah, use this energy that's coming in to make those changes that you already know you need to make, or listen to suggestions around you. You want me to use this deck first? What do you want my lovely viewers to know? Too many. Not an easy shuffle. Oh, these two. Embracing. Embracing your integrity, doing what you say you're going to do. If you say you're going to be somewhere, say you're going to do something, keep with your word. I'm hearing stop those fake conversations. Stop those fake connections. Embrace the healthy ones. Yeah, it's like um, clearing out your energy of people that don't care about you as well. Or what about, and even for you, like the people that I guess you just feel like you have to be friends with, or you feel like you owe them something or something like that. Spirit's saying be pure with you, and you don't have to be friends with everyone forever. You know, same goes for relationships. Like you don't have to. So honor you and be pure to your soul. That's a nice message that's coming through. And then embrace those changes. You might not feel good about them at first, but you'll know what's right for you. Like don't feel obligated to anyone. You know, you just explain to them, say, I'm sorry, I know, say we were close, I just feel like this relationship isn't right for me anymore. So it's just time for me to move on. So that releases that guilt if you were just like, black hole, I see your message and I'm not going to answer. At the end of the day, people know if you're full of shit or not. You can't be like, oh, sorry, I didn't see it. It's funny, people actually do that to me, and it's like, you're saying that to me, I'm an empath and I'm a clairvoyant. Nice try. It's funny how people think they can hide from you. So people that do that to you, they don't value your time or your energy, or they only come to you when they want something. Like you don't need that shit in your life. You know, so honor yourself, honor your energy. And if you do that to people, don't do that to people. That's shit. You're going to get some bad karma back to you. Don't be that person that only goes to someone when you want something. You know, it's a two-way street. Love is a two-way street. Yeah, it's like some of you might need to change your mindset because subconsciously you feel you're getting a fix from somebody, but it's not healthy for you. There's some sort of codependency there that you're not giving yourself. There's an attachment. Whew, that's a strong message. We've got the pleasure card. We'll start with that one. Pleasure. Where are you giving yourself pleasure? What's giving you pleasure? Is anything giving you pleasure? If it's not, drop it. Go find something else. Because if we're not seeking our pleasure, pretty much like if we're not doing at least one thing we enjoy every day, what's the point? You know, and this is why your soul might be feeling constricted, and which is why the Sagittarian energy wants to come in to free you, because you've been at a standstill and you haven't really known what to do next. But be patient because this energy will come. The stork is bringing this energy to you. So we just need you to trust in yourself, trust in the process, trust in divine timing. I know that's where a lot of us, get very frustrated. I do too. But try to release that. Just be like, okay, if you focus on your little moments of joy every day, then it's not going to be, you won't be as frustrated. Because if you're sitting there waiting, where is it, you're shifting your focus onto something. You're basically, pushing a pull door. It's not going to happen no matter how hard you try. So just waste your energy. So shift your focus into what brings me joy. I'm just going to write for a second, or I'm just going to go tidy that room because it's been irritating me, and I love creating a nice environment, and I want to get my hair cut short. I'm going to go do that. It's just those little things. Whatever pops into your head, it's going to help you shift to that nicer energy instead of the restrictive, constrictive energy, which is what you need to do. So I've got the partner card here, 7th house partners. For 2020 as well, from now and into next year, there's a lot of soul family coming in because we've had that cycle of preparing ourselves, of grieving, of screaming, of healing, of why, being the victim, why me? Realizing we signed up for it this lifetime and slowly having to work through that and go, some days we're like, I get it, I chose this. And then I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. toing and froing, but while we were doing that, shifting our energy, we would have been letting it go. Because of that, it's only certain things that you can work on by yourself. Because a lot of us have been alone. But now, since you've shifted a lot of energy, you've done a lot of the hard yards, soul family's coming in for support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And some of you may notice that now you make changes in your friendships and your relationships, and what you want from people might be different. What you want to give to yourself, you might be totally changing, and then your old friends may not understand you. Some will, some may not, and that's fine. But you're getting that soul family, that soul support. If you're in a relationship, your relationship could get stronger, which I hope is the case. Like, something will bring you closer together. But I've got the soulmates card here, and like, soulmates not just about, look at the nice little swanny swans. It's not just about, love. Soulmates are, come back, about deep friendships and deep connections. And I'll read the first part, but the rest is a bit weak. So, a lover comes into your life to reflect your love, your higher self. Lover can be friend as well. The higher purpose of relationships is to mirror the love that you are and melt away any walls of resistance to love. So if you have been single, it's because when you're healing, someone's just going to come in and mirror that crap back to you, right? And it's not going to work out unless you're healed. A lot of people are very self-centered in relationships, and they outward focus, and they think this person needs to give me this, this, and this, and this, and I do that too, and that's okay. But you got to think, what have I got to offer as well? What do I have to give that person? And have a talk to them about it. It's like, if you're, starting to see someone, or this is like an idea for when you do, just be like, I really like this, and this about you, or, the way you do this, or the person you are, like, you inspire me, you motivate me, I love how you chase your dreams, and it's so nice to be around you, like, what do you like about me? And that's what you can ask, like, because at the end of the day, you can't assume what someone else thinks of you. But like, what do you get from me? Which is an awesome question. And find out what they like about you. And also, if they can't answer that, then that's a red flag. So it's kind of a good test, other than, like, oh, they look good. Oh, or they just give me something like, what do you give people? I guess I'll give you an example. For me, I think, and I've got no one around me right now to ask, but I think I'm a good listener. I offer compassion, and I've got a big heart and love, and I love empowering people, so I would be, I think, no ex-boyfriends commenting below. I'm sure they'd say this too, but I think I would be a good support person to help someone chase their dreams, which is what I do for a living as well. So it's like, that's what I think I've got. But, I could always be like, hey, we've been dating a while, what do you think of me? What do you see in me? What do you think my good qualities are? What do you think my areas of improvement are? It's so interesting, and don't take it personal, because, they're still dating you. So it's not a bad thing. And we all can't be perfect, and you can't hide your darkness or your light, because it's going to shine through anyway. I think we need to release lots of stigmas about how we come across people. Our masks are falling off. We're learning to embrace our light. We're learning to embrace our darkness. Be honest and find out from people, because this is one thing I notice so many people do in relationships. They assume what the other person thinks. They never bother to clarify. I'm telling you now, those relationships will fail, or you'll be freaking miserable in them. Like, if you need to, like, have a conversation. People don't have conversations anymore. Jesus Christ, why have I gone into this? It's not a coaching session. My bad. We've also got creativity. You're using this, like, Capricorn energy, this Sagittarian energy, like, it's boosting you to get stuff done. You're going to be feeling creative, and that's fantastic. And even though we've got the perfect card here, yeah, they're pretty. Even though we're always working on ourselves, or even say, like I'm saying, you know, I've done that text boyfriends. I'm like, okay, what do you think was good about me? What do you think I need to work on? Or what didn't you like? I remember one partner, he was just like, I was really surprised with his answer. The things I thought he was going to say he hated about me, he liked, but at the time he didn't act like it, which was my feisty temper. But anyway, it doesn't mean that you're not perfect. Just because you've got things you may not like about yourself, someone down the street doesn't like you, there's always going to be someone that doesn't like something about you. So what? But you got to like you and be like, hey, you know, that's cool. I might not always appreciate my feisty side, but I'm working on it. You know, generally I respect people, but I see I've got that flaw and how I come across sometimes, and I'm working through it. I'm working on it, and I am, you know. So doesn't mean you're not perfect. Doesn't mean there's something wrong with you, you know. So that's really important to understand. Do I even want to use these now? There's a blessing coming in. I'm hearing it's all similar messages. It's related to your freedom. We've got the I will show you who to trust. Kind of like what the energy I was saying before. When you ask people questions, even about themselves, it doesn't have to be, what do you think about me? People reveal themselves. Listening is such a powerful tool. You know, ask them, what do you like? What are you interested in? You know, tell me about something bad you've done in your life. Tell me about something good in your life, like even friends and stuff like that, you know, and sit there and really listen, because the thing is, if you sat there and listened to people, you can kind of hear a similar theme, or you can pick up if they're lying, or not that you're sitting out there going, whoa, I'm going to wait for you to catch you out, but Spirit's saying that you know, and listening is a great tool to help find out someone's word help. What word? Yeah, I guess if someone's got deceptive energy or ulterior motives, like there might be something under the surface, and you will feel that. And so by listening, don't sit there with, I'm going to catch you out. Okay, but just by listening, having conversation, asking questions, you will find someone out a whole lot sooner, right? Like rather than a friendship just going wrong, or like Sagittarius is such a spiritual energy, and they're very intuitive as well. You will know. So this energy will help you. This is just to confirm it for you. So it's your choice if you want to learn that lesson again or not. I love doing these readings. I never know what's going to come up, other than the stuff I've channeled previously, but all the other messages that come in. It's pretty cool. So what else for the new moon in Sagittarius? What else should we expect? Too many. All right, I'm just going to use these ones then. Self-creation. Be the author of your own life. Like, this is the time now. Like, this energy is just magical. Okay, so the cards are just going to be basically repeating themselves. You know, it's time now. It's time. It's time to make those changes that are good for you. It's time to use everything in this reading I've kind of like spat out at you. It's time to create your dreams. Like next year is just going to be freaking amazing. There's going to be so many shifts and changes, which is what's happening now. You'll be feeling it intuitively. Things might still appear the same as they did during the chaotic time, but it's not. The energy is different, and I know you can feel that. So now's the time to move towards your dreams, move towards your soul guidance, listen to your guides, your messages, you tune into your higher self. Get help to move forward if you need it, because it's the time to create. And you know, sometimes we just need that person to be like, you know, you could say, hey, I've got this idea, I want to write a book, or I want to start my own website, and I want to start selling those things. And you just need that person to go, yes, that's such a great idea. That feels yeah, do it. When you're going to do it? What's your next step? Just need someone to ask that. But most people literally, like if I tell people, I work in an office, I tell people about the stuff that I do and I just get, I shouldn't even bother because it kind of, sometimes it can bring me down. It's like, I kind of know now who I can talk to and who I can't. Like, but yet they'll want to have a chat and they'll want to talk about, oh, I did this and I did that. And that's what I get all the time. And that's just people. Which is funny. I've got fine wine, but wine, like whinging I'm just doing now. Choose your energy wisely, who you decide to talk to and share your dreams with, and just take action towards that. Last message is drunk with love. Let love lift you to freedom. Freedom, Sagittarius energy, much. Let's see if I can get more information on that one. Expansion, soul freedom, movement, travel, short distances, long distances. People thinking about moving. Oh my God. What was I going to say? Long way from home. People thinking about moving. Lullaby, listen to your dreams. Messages you'll be getting at night. Your guides are trying to communicate to you. If you're waking up at like 3 or 4 or 2 in the morning, there's a message and you can't get back to sleep. There's a message there for you. So try to tune in and listen. It's your time to blossom. We've got abracadabra here as well. It's time to create some magic in your life. You're ready to bloom and blossom and grow. Like it's time to move. It's time to move and have a fantastic new moon. Focus on the positive things, guys, and take action. And if you start to feel a bit bleh during the new moon, that's why. Just journal out your thoughts. And yeah, I'll see you around soon. Thanks for joining me.